Hi guys, welcome back to My Dreams Reality Podcasts. I'm your host Alpha Ro, and we're back. Today's topic is stars don't shine, they burn. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is one of those misconceptions that has been spread far and wide. People actually think the sun shines because actually people will be like, sunshine. It's sunshine. You don't know. It's sunshine. No, it is just the sun's light. Because the sun is not shining, it is actually burning. Let me get down to the science of stars before someone actually goes on to say, what is this guy even talking about? Is he sure about that? Ladies and gentlemen, here's the science behind stars and our sun itself. Stars are formed when a chemical reaction we call nuclear fusion happens. In this nuclear fusion reaction, two hydrogen atoms come together and they fuse to form a helium atom, and right after this reaction is completed, energy is produced. And this energy is what we will observe as light and heat. That is how stars are formed. And as the metaphor goes, stars don't shine, they burn. We are referring to the good things in life, to the excellent things in life, to mastery itself, to you being an expert in a field. You're going to have to go through some rough times. You're going to have to go through the bad and the worse, and then you will make it there. Determination is going to be key because the process itself, the heat a star produces, it is tremendous. When you're looking at the sun here on Earth, when you look at it and we look at the stars out there, they're usually white. And something that is burning, if you know your science well, if something is burning, it starts out going red. It starts as red, and then it starts to turn white. Once it's reached the color white, it means it's now extremely hot. Therefore, I want you to just think about that. The people who have actually made it in life and in human history and human society, we call them stars. We call them the greatest of all time, but most of the time we call them stars. Those people are going through a lot of turmoil. They go through all these bad things and all these bad events. Even now that they have made it as stars, they still go through the bad. They still have to go through bad publicity and all these other events in their lives and in their career. That is the heat. And if you take a good look at the stars we already have now, and the one that is closest to us, that is the sun, our sun. Every star is surrounded by objects that actually orbit it. It's always surrounded by bodies. And that's because a star, each and every star has a gravitational field. And that gravitational field always attracts. It attracts other masses to it. So do those stars that we have in our lives, in human society, the big stars, those guys, they have people who are always around them, be it friends. Some of them are fake, we know. We've heard the stories, they do a lot of backstabbings, I know. But they're still the bodies that are actually around those people. Those people also have people around them that surround them. And some of them are good people, some of them are bad people, but that is not the point of the podcast today, unfortunately. Maybe we will go through that, but not today. But I'm just trying to explain this metaphor to you so that you actually get to see what we're talking about here. And we ourselves, as we imagine ourselves being stars, we also want people to be around us. We want people to be orbiting us. We want the spotlight to be on us, and the topic to be on us and about us. We want to be on the cover page of every magazine out there and every newspaper you can find in any store out there, in every supermarket and every library. And we want to be a subject at school. We want kids to be reading about us and to be learning about us and to have to remember our biographies to pass their exams. That is something that we share as human beings. We want to be significant. And I've mentioned this quite a number of times on this podcast because this is the one true fact among us all. And we actually try and tend to avoid this when we speak to other people because we like to conceal our truths because we know we are envious animals. We are envious beings. We envy each other. And envy is quite a disgusting trait among human beings because most people will not admit it that they're actually envious of their friend or envious of so and so. But point is, guys, to be a star, it takes a lot. There's a lot of energy that is required. And you have to go through a very tormenting process. It's not easy to be a master of something. To have people traveling from Australia, traveling from Russia, coming from all these different places of the world just to learn from you. If you're like that, you're actually a star. If you have people who are coming from different places of the world, different geographical locations, just to learn or just to be around you, you are definitely a star. Because people are coming to you, they're attracted to you, and you attract them from a faraway distance. And that's exactly what stars do. And you have this energy that nourishes them, that you produce. And that is exactly what stars do. But yet again, we forget this important process that is required, and that process is to be the star. The process of becoming a star is today's podcast topic. And I have mentioned it, and I have decided to do this topic today because I have noticed that I myself have almost fallen victim to the same dilemma that we all have. We think dreaming is enough. We think just dreaming of being a star is enough because, the thing that is actually drawing people closer to the stars, and them admiring these people is not because they are stars. It is because we want to replace them and us be the star. We see ourselves in them. And this is the thing that actually draws us closer to these people. But we forget just how much these people are going through and just how much they went through to actually be a star and how much you have to go through for you to be a star. You have to sacrifice a lot of things. But passion has to be the main characteristics that you have because each and every star we know, each and every star among the human beings in the history of human beings, they were passionate people with passion. I read the story of this amazing music composer. I think his name was Beethoven. If it's not Beethoven, it's gotta be one of the greats. It should be Mozart, but I definitely think it was Beethoven, where he lost his hearing and now he had to bite a spoon or a metal rod to actually create these notes, to actually feel the vibrations on an instrument so that it can compose the music. That is passion. How Michelangelo sculpted all those sculptures in Rome and all those different places he was invited to and hired to make sculptures. It took a lot of time for him to actually mold that skill, to actually become that excellent. How all the greats did it, how the champions came to be. It wasn't easy for Usain Bolt to break the world record and set it to where it is today. The stage is always the place where your efforts are actually reflected. The exam is actually the place where you get to show your training, like just how much have you started. So is the stage. People think you become great when you step on the stage. It's not like that, guys. There's a lot that will be going on, and there's a lot that is poured into it. Sometimes you have to go nights without sleep. Sometimes you have to wake up early and you have to sleep late. Sleeping late and waking up early, very difficult. Everybody hates to wake up early, man. It's something that we really don't like to even talk about. Even imagining it is painful because I know how it feels. But sometimes you have to do it. And it's painful, but you have to do it. You have to take a cold shower in the morning when you do so, when you wake up early in the morning. And sometimes you have to sacrifice certain relationships. Sometimes you actually have to be single for a while, because sometimes being in a relationship can be something that can pull you back. And some people will just decide to avoid relationships entirely and focus on certain things. Maybe it is bad, maybe it is good, but if it gets them what they want, it is good. So are you prepared to make these sacrifices? Are you ready to pay the full price, as Brian Tracy often mentions in his book, No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline? I love that book. You should read it. And by the way, this is not an ad. I just love that book. It's one of my favorites. Are you prepared to pay the full price? Or are you just prepared to pay some of the price and then expect to get the whole thing? Like, it's like you're walking into a car showroom and the car you want costs 50,000 US dollars. And you say, I have $500. Give me the car. Do you think they will give you the car? They won't even hand you the keys even to take it for a test ride, because they can't trust you, because they have their price tag and you are trying to negotiate it down. It doesn't work like that. You can negotiate it up, but never down, gentlemen and ladies. You have to know what is required. For you to be a star, you have to be passionate. You have to be driven toward the goal. When you are passionate, people confuse passion with love. Passion is totally different from love. It's almost like love, but it is not love. It's totally different, because, love is gentle and passion is quite aggressive. It's very aggressive. Passion is mostly associated with adrenaline and the urge to not give up. It is mostly linked to willpower than it is to being loving, to being soft and tender, And love itself has to do with being tender and being soft. Yes, they both have to do with pursuing, but the other one is aggressive and the other one is soft. Passion is aggressive. People will be like, you have to love what you do. No, you have to be passionate about what you do. You have to be passionate about being the star. And from passion, a lot of things will come from it. Persistence, the will to succeed, hard work will come from being passionate. Let's say you're coming from a very poor background and you are at one of those schools where there's some rich kids, and you realize that the rich kids are also in the top 10. But you are not even in the top 10. You're not even in the top 20. You are not even performing well academically. You will have a passion that I must be able to do better than this guy, because this guy has everything and I have nothing. Therefore, I must be more driven than this individual that I'm competing with. That, my friend, is passion. That drive, that when you hear someone's story and when you look at someone's life and you're like, he's been living a soft life and I've been living in hell, so I should be doing better than this person. And instead of envying them or hating them or loathing them, you go and you put in some work, you take on some classes, you go and you upgrade your resume and your CV, and then you come back and you get the thing you desired in something that is much better than your foe. That is passion. Passion, my friend. You need passion. It is the fire, it is the flame, it is the energy that you need to activate your reaction for you to become a star. It is the energy that you need to be the star. Passion, my friend. Passion. Ladies and gentlemen, stars don't shine, they burn. This is your favorite host, Alpha Raw, and this is the My Dreams Reality Podcast. I hope to see you guys next time. Oh, sorry, I forgot. This is audio and only audio. So I hope to speak to you guys next time. As always, this is not a preaching. This is a conversation between me and you, your favorite guy, speaking to you guys and sharing knowledge with you guys. It's always a pleasure, and it's always amazing to have you guys on the podcast. See you guys next time. I'm out.
Pachikuna tita kuzipasando Nanita nekuzimbisa Ekungo fimbiswa. Yeah. You say you know me, but you don't know my story. When no see it, I say you go. Yeah. You say you family, ufingazi zive paini irimu moyo mangu. Yeah. Mundisi yeo ndipe mugana zinundi no sidao. Mundisi yeo ndipe mugana zinundi no sidao. Kana zehundo zinundi no sidao. Kana kunyarara zinundi no sidao. Kana zehundo zinundi no sidao. Kana kunyarara zinundi no sidao. I go higher, higher, higher. I pray I'll never fall again. No, I never sell my soul. Give me that love, yeah. Show me love, love. You're my baby, you're my baby, yeah, yeah. It's next Monday, so real bad Monday. You know I there for you. You show me love, my baby. Let me sip you like it's Hennessy. Like it's Hennessy. Like it, Mundisi yeo ndipe mugana zinundi no sidao. Mundisi yeo ndipe mugana